Basketball's Greatest Players by S.A. Kramer. Basketball's Greatest Players by S.A. Kramer. Random House, New York. To my mother, S.A.K. Contents: cover, title page, copyright, dedication, introduction. And then they have 7 chapters. Chapter 1 is called Defense. Chapter 2 is called Score. Chapter 3 is called Skyhook. Chapter 4 is called The Leader. Chapter 5 is called The Greatest. Chapter 6 is called Coming Home. And Chapter 7 is called More Greats. Introduction. What's the hottest sport around? Basketball. It's 48 minutes of non-stop action. Take your eyes off the court for an instant and you'll miss a slam dunk, a behind-the-back pass, or a sneaky steal. Basketball is the only sport completely developed in America. A Massachusetts teacher, Dr. James Naismith, invented the game with his wife's help in 1891. Credit ITR.1. Today, people shoot hoops all over the world, from college campuses to NBA, National Basketball Association, arenas. Basketball keeps fans on the edge of their seats, and nobody plays it better than the men of the NBA. Fans love to argue about who's the greatest. This book tells you all you want to know about the best players ever. Chapter 1. Defense. College ball, 1953. The game between the University of San Francisco and Brigham Young University has just started. Bill Russell, a sophomore, second-year student, is San Francisco's center. At 6 feet 10 inches, he can out-jump everyone on the floor. The man Bill's guarding dribbles around him. When the man goes in for an easy layup, San Francisco's captain scowls at Bill. "Why don't you try playing some defense?" he hisses. Bill gets angry. He knows the captain doesn't like him because he's black. He decides he'll show the guy exactly what defense is. So he sticks to his man as though his life were at stake. The player doesn't score another point. Credit 1.1. It's then that Bill realizes that defense can win games. From now on, he vows, that's what he'll concentrate on. Other centers feel defense is unimportant. If they don't have the ball, they just stand around the basket. When they block shots, they slap the ball hard into the stands. Bill shows them a new way of playing. He makes defense lead to fast breaks and scoring. Timing his leaps, he tips blocked shots to teammates racing down court. He tears around the floor, stealing balls and grabbing rebounds. In 1956, Bill joins the NBA as the Boston Celtics' only black player. His style single-handedly changes basketball defense. The league is startled when Bill doesn't care about scoring. But the Celtics don't need points from him to win. They count on him to make sure the team works together. Bill becomes the greatest team player on the only team in history in any sport to win 8 championships in a row. But Bill isn't very popular. He keeps his distance from almost everybody, even refusing to sign autographs. He doesn't care if he's liked. All he wants is respect. Bill was born poor in a small Louisiana town divided by race. Growing up, he hardly spoke to any white people. When he was 12, his mother died. He never got over it. But he's learned to act tough. Even in a game, he hides his true feelings. He seems calm on the court, yet he often throws up before he plays. There's one thing Bill never hides: his pride in his race. He is one of the first black athletes to speak out against prejudice. The Celtics named him the first black head coach in professional sports. Later, he becomes the first black sportscaster on national TV. Bill is a great champion. That's why in 1980, he was named the best basketball player ever by the Professional Basketball Writers Association of America. William Felton Russell. Russ, Secretary of Defense. Born February 12, 1934. 6 feet 10 inches, 215 pounds. Played center for the Boston Celtics, 1956 to 69. Most valuable player 5 times. Hall of Fame. Second in career rebounds, 21,620. Led the league in rebounds 4 times. Won more championships than any other player, 11. College team won 55 games in a row and 2 National Collegiate Athletic Association or NCAA titles. First player to win the MVP 3 seasons in a row. Appeared in 12 straight All-Star games, 1958 to 1969. Named Best Basketball Player Ever by the Professional Basketball Writers Association of America in 1980. Credit 2.1. Chapter 2. Score! Hershey, Pennsylvania, March 2nd, 1962. The Philadelphia Warriors and the New York Knicks are about to play one of the last games of the season. Wilt Chamberlain, the Warriors' star center, barely notices. He's tired. He didn't get any sleep the night before, but he knows he'll do well anyway. Wilt's proud and always needs to be the best. He wraps a rubber band around his right wrist. It's his good luck charm. Besides, 7 feet 1 inch, Wilt is already the NBA's first giant superstar. Before him, centers weren't much taller than other players. They didn't weigh close to his 270 pounds. Now every team wants someone like Wilt, a huge scoring center who can take over the game. His height and strength have changed basketball forever. Tonight, Wilt is an Iron Man. In the first half, he scores 41 points. He sweats so much he has to change his jersey at halftime. Then he drinks half a gallon of milk to put liquids back in his body. In the second half, Wilt keeps piling on the points. There's no defense against his dipper dunk, a stuff through the net. No one can stop his fadeaway jumper or his finger roll. Now the game's in the fourth quarter. The Warriors are winning, but all eyes are on Wilt. He has over 80 points. Fans are yelling. They want him to score 100. No one has ever done it before. The Knicks are determined to stop Wilt. They hang all over his back. They pound him with fouls. But Wilt's teammates keep getting him the ball, and Wilt keeps scoring. A minute to go. Wilt has 98 points. Can he make one last basket? He's exhausted. He's played the entire game. When he gets the ball, he shoots and misses. But wait. A teammate grabs the rebound. He passes it to Wilt. Wilt slips by the defense and goes in for a layup. Swoosh! He scored 100 points in one game, an NBA record that has never been broken. Fans rush the court. Wilt escapes to the locker room and sits quietly on a bench. He can't quite believe what he's done. He's made 36 baskets and 28 free throws, and also pulled in 25 rebounds. Fans aren't surprised. Wilt's been a great athlete since he was a teenager. By age 14, he was 7 feet tall. His huge size made him perfect for many sports. But he hated his long, skinny body. Wherever he went, he'd try to sit down so people wouldn't stare at him. Basketball made him feel better about his size. Wilt was fast. He could jump 50 inches straight up in the air. His hands were so big that one coach said he handled the ball like you or I would a grapefruit. To build up his strength, he worked out with 500-pound weights. A great college player at the University of Kansas, Wilt joined the NBA in 1959. Back then, most players were white. Wilt was black and the biggest player of all, so every move he made was studied by fans and experts alike. Wilt, a proud man who needed to be the best, felt pressure to win right away. Between 1960 and 1973, Wilt nearly ruled the game. He led the league in rebounds 11 times and was the top scorer 7 years in a row. In 1,045 games, he never once fouled out, and yet his team won the championship only twice. Sports writers and fans blamed Wilt. Unlike his rival, Bill Russell, he was not a team player. He hogged the ball. But as he grew older, Wilt changed his game. He took fewer shots and made more of them. He passed to the teammate most likely to score. In 1968, he became the only center ever to lead the league in assists. That year, he was traded to the Lakers and soon learned to play strong defense. In 1971-72, he led them to a 33-game winning streak and the championship. Where there's a Wilt, he always said, there's a way. In 1999, he died suddenly at the age of 63. But fans will always remember Wilt the Stilt, one of basketball's greatest. Wilton Norman Chamberlain, Wilt the Stilt, the Big Dipper. Born August 21st, 1936. 7 feet 1 inches, 270 pounds. Played center for the Philadelphia, later Golden State Warriors, Philadelphia 76ers, and the Los Angeles Lakers, 1959 to 1973. Most valuable player 4 times, Hall of Fame. First in career rebounds, 23,924. Most rebounds in a single game, 55. Most rebounds in a single season, 2,149. Most points scored in a single game, 100. Most points scored in a single season, 4,029. Most complete games in a single season, 79. Highest career rebound average, 22.9 per game. Highest scoring average in a single season, 50.4. Highest field goal percentage in a single season, 727. Fifth in career points, 31,419. Second in career scoring average, 30.1. Most points in a rookie season, 2,707. Most assists by a center in a single game, 21. League's leading scorer most times, 7. Most baskets without a miss in a single game, 18. Most baskets in a row without a miss, 35. Appeared in 13 All-Star games, 1960-69 and 1971-73. And we'll stop here and continue the next couple of chapters in another recording.